Well guys, what a place. Welcome back to another Yonder mountain adventure. There's something wrong with my compass. Normally it's firmly set north, as you well know, but I've gone south. I'm in Staffordshire. I'm in the beautiful Peak District, and I'm standing here on some ancient land. This is formed from landslip, and this is gritstone, and these ornamental, fantastic landscape features are set out all across this area, so it makes it an absolute haven for landscape photographers and hikers alike. What a place! Well, what we've got in store for us today, I'm going to take you to a fantastic place called Luds Church, which is somewhere over in the distance, not too far away. We'll have a mooch around there, and then we're going to come back to the car. We're going to have a car camp with the difference you'll have to see a little bit later on. Fantastic. Let's go. Yes, it's another car camp, but like I said, up on that crag with a difference. You're not going to see many videos with people car camping like this. My good friends at ALLPOWERS have sent us a new bit of kit, which I'm going to be putting to the test and seeing what difference it makes to the quality of camping. So we'll have a look a little bit later on at that. But first things first, I'm just driving on these single track roads, and the landscape is absolutely unbelievable. As I was driving here, it was thick fog, zero visibility, but thank God it's cleared up so we can actually see the landscape. This particular place, I've never even been to the Peak District. If you guys have been, you'll know that I'm about to appreciate something spectacular. Well, we've made it. That was quite sketchy to get here, to say the least. Parked up at the scout camp, but by all accounts you're not allowed to park there. Thankfully, I spoke to a nice chap who is there looking after 28 autistic children. What a fantastic place for them to come and do some outdoor pursuits. We were talking about prescription nature. Anyway, he was very sympathetic to the gout situation, and he's allowed us to park there, which is great because it's much closer to Luds Church. He was telling us a little bit about it, and he assures us it's about 12-minute walk. So for me, that's probably going to be about 40 minutes at the minute. But anyway, what a place. I can't wait to get down here. He did say avoid the cows because they've had calves, and he said they will attack. Well, what an absolutely beautiful forest. It's the type of place I'm half expecting Robin Hood and his merry men to jump out. And it just so happens, back in the day, if I'd been walking along here, that might well have happened. It's purported that Robin Hood, Little John, Friar Tuck, and the rest of the merry men came to Luds Church to avoid the authorities. Anybody interested in coming here? It's a bit of a slog. If you've got gout, I would probably avoid it. But it's quite a steep pull. But I'm sure it's worth it. Did I mention I've got gout? Just spoke to another guy there, and he said that this is this natural fault line. I'll tell you a little bit more about it when we get there. But he said history books suggest, or folklore suggests, that it could have been gouged out by the fingernail of the devil himself.
I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man.
What a place this is. Quite steep, just take your time. This is a natural fault line, and it's 20 meters deep, and the geological activity in the area created this, and it looks absolutely spectacular. All the ferns and the moss and the greenery looks incredible. So why is it known as Luds Church? According to Google, it looks like there was groups of, or Christian groups maybe, wanting to come down here and use it as a place of worship. At the time, this is the 15th century. If they'd done the worship elsewhere, they would have been prosecuted, or possibly worse. So they were using this as a bit of a safe haven. What a place to do it, eh? Right, let's very slowly make our way up here. This whole gorge, or chasm, whatever you want to call it, spreads out for 100 metres. So we'll do as much exploring as I can. Looks like there's a fork in the road here. It's like something off Lord of the Rings. Wait, I've lost a bit of weight. Let's see if we can sneak through here. Right, I'll just walk you through here because this gives you a pretty good angle. You can see the colours, the greenery, all the moss. It's much colder down here as well, incidentally. 20 metre high walls, and like I say, this was a fault line. Can you imagine back in the day fleeing the authorities just so that you can come here and pray and worship and, you know, whatever else you wanted to do down these parts, because it just wasn't allowed. Look at this up here. This looks like it could be a little bit of an opening. Let's see what this is. Oh, there's no way old man Thompson's getting up there. No, that's vertical. So that's looking back along the way. And this is coming back the other way. It is quite muddy, guys. But yeah, it's definitely got a feel of the Devil's Pulpit, for sure, because of course that was used for similar kind of activities. Oh yeah. This is no good for the goat. Well, there we go. Luds Church completed. Made it back to the car in one piece. So far, so good. Right, down the single track lanes, and we're going to go and see if we can go down the roaches. Let's see the landscape and get the drone up. Let's go for it. I am lathered here. Wow. Here's the local cyclists. These looks like proper ones, proper adventuring ones, not the ones that look like human condoms. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm no Phileas Fogg, but I am going to do a little bit of exploring here. I'm going to see if I can get up to Thors Cave. There's no way I'm going to be able to get up there with this scout. There's been all kinds of things found in here when they've done excavations. There's human burials up there. They've found pottery dating back thousands and thousands of years. It looks like it's pretty cool. I can't make it up there. Let's launch the drone. Got an information board here. Bears. This is very similar to the bone caves up in the Highlands. Many of the caves in the area being used by humans and animals for shelter. Bones of giant red deer and bears have been found in the area, and Thors Cave itself is a site of Bronze Age burials. Incredible. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm no Sherpa Tenson. There was no way I was getting up there, but hopefully the drone footage did it justice. It was quite a way actually from where I was. But I think that looked pretty cool. Right, on to the next fantastic location. Fantastic.
Dreaming of places, wide open spaces. I've been suffocating here too long.
Well, what a spot, and it looks like the day explorers are away for the night. There might be a few people coming around just to turn around and stuff, but basically I've got the place to myself. It's a cracking little lay-by. I'll show you on the drone. It's actually really windy. I've had to bring the drone down because it was coming up with warnings, but cracking spot, beautiful views out over the roaches, all the different formations. And you've got the kind of little reservoir down there in the distance leading down to Leek, which is the kind of main town or village, or well, more than a village, it's like a town. But in amongst all of these fantastic geographical structures, wow. It's about that time. Let's show you what I'm having for dinner tonight. It's something a bit different. And I'm also going to show you the ALLPOWERS S2000, which is going to be powering this adventure, and also the entertainment for tonight. You don't see this very often, guys. Right, let's have a look and see the setup. I've got the platform out there, as you can see. And this is the ALLPOWERS S2000 to 2000 watt power unit, the 2000 watt inverter, 1500 watt hour capacity, and it is one heavy duty bit of kit. Weighs in at about 14.5 kilograms, and this thing will power pretty much anything. I've got a separate review video coming soon with that, but that is going to be powering tonight. For tea tonight, I've brought a sandwich toaster, standard sandwich toaster, 700 watt toaster, so we're going to be making some toasties. Let's have a look. So I've got a choice. I can either have corned beef, or I can have peck or chopped pork and ham, which some people call spam. So we'll be making a spamwich. And obviously we've got some cheese and onion to go on there, some nice extra thick soft white, and for dessert we've got some Viennese swirls. I'll only have a couple of those, but that is the setup. I'll show you the drinks as well for tonight. Slightly different. We've got water and we've got sugar-free lemon pop on ice, which is great. The Battlestar is the usual setup, but tucked just to the right I've got a 42-inch 8K TV for the cinema system tonight. Not a bad setup. We've got an incredible tea. It's going to be nice and easy, no messing around, nice and light. Obviously, we're just restricted diet for me gout, so a toasted sandwich is going to be absolutely fantastic. So join us after dinner for the in-car cinema experience. Fantastic. I'll just show you the unit first. So this is, like I said, the ALLPOWERS S2000. It does have a Bluetooth app. That is to turn on the AC, which is of course your plugs there, and that one is DC for your USB. Like I say, there is going to be another video coming out which is going to be reviewing this, but I just want to basically show you how this works. Press and hold AC. Maybe you can see there it's showing 81%. The fan's kicking in, and it'll tell you on there as well exactly what the power outage. So the toaster is plugged in and it is fired up and it's starting to heat up already. So that's drawn 649 amps, and it shows there that it would do that constantly for 1 hour 27. Obviously not that you would do that, but you can see the light is on the toaster, so I'm just going to let that heat up. Sandwich is looking good. And that's the setup. So I'm going to dust this off, enjoy the sunset. I'll probably make another one, but I just wanted to show you guys the process, not how to make a sandwich obviously, but what's involved with using the power unit. Alright, watch the sunset, and then I'll bring you back in when we've got the cinema system set up. Fantastic. Well, what do you think of this as a setup? Wow, 42-inch 8K TV being powered by the ALLPOWERS unit here, and it's only drawn 44 watts as well. You can run this telly for about 12.5 hours non-stop. I had it on for about 4 hours last night. We're just checking out a bit of the outdoor, boys. Doesn't get much better than this. Let's just take a closer look. Yeah, it's rendering full quality, and the unit itself, there you go, 41 watts, 12 hours, 40 minutes, 13 hours. It's just a different class. It's not often you see that on YouTube, guys. This could be a first. Well, it's maybe not a first, it's definitely a Yonder Mountain first, that's for sure. What I'm going to do, it's actually freezing cold out here. The sun's died down. This little area's calmed down a little bit. There was a few boy racers and people. A lot of Asian families come up here to see sunset and pray and what have you. So I kind of did a little bit of a scoot around the area and launched the drone. So I'll show you some footage of that as well. Now it's time for me to hunker down in the back of the battle store. I'm going to watch a little bit of YouTube, catch up, and maybe even stick a movie on. Fantastic. Welcome to the Yonder Mountain Car Camping Cinema. This is just incredible. It's a 47-inch 8K TV, and it fits perfectly in the bottom of the battle store. I can't believe it. It's absolutely, totally and utterly class. What I've done is I've set up a Wi-Fi hotspot on my phone. And because it's a smart TV, it's getting its Wi-Fi connection via the phone. So I'm able to watch literally anything that I would do at home. I can watch now in the back of the battle store. Having this kind of capability, you know, in the middle of nowhere, in the back of your car, is a different level. It's a totally different level altogether. It really is. I've been in caravans and camper vans, and I haven't had this kind of experience. Honestly, with the TV down here, I feel like I'm in the cinema. It's unbelievable. I've got absolutely loads of space here. That's me stretched out, and of course that's the TV's just snug at the bottom of the car. Absolutely incredible. There you go. I'll just zoom back a little bit so you can see. You know, by the time you combine having things like the toaster, having the TV, all of these types of things that you can use. Next time I'm bringing the air fryer. And in winter, you know, it's going to be even better because you can plug heaters into this thing as well. Just totally transforms it. Absolutely unbelievable. Right, guys, I'm going to say good night and God bless. I'm going to enjoy watching Luke and his boys, the outdoor boys, tackle minus 51 degrees Celsius while I'm sat here in balmy conditions in the back of the battle store. Good night and God bless, guys. I'll catch you guys in the morning. Well, good morning and welcome to another day at the Peak District. Whoa, dear God, what an unbelievable sleep. Every time, isn't it? Every time. Oh, dear me, I've just woke up. It's 9:38. Wow, what a lie in. I did totally uninterrupted sleep as well. Incredible, absolutely incredible. It's quite thick fog outside, which it was yesterday morning as well, and I think it's going to burn off by about midday. However, this is the last day of this adventure for me. I'm going to grab myself a cup of coffee and then make my way home. What did you think of the in-car cinema setup? Do let us know in the comments. I'll be keen to see what you guys thought about that. I've been contacted by another company who are kindly going to send us a bit of kit along the same lines. Now, I'll not say too much at the minute, but it is it could enhance the in-car cinema system. So we'll wait and see what that's like. But what a great night! Absolutely great night. You know, watching a movie on the TV. It was literally like being in the cinema. It was absolutely incredible. Totally different experience. Really loved it. Well, guys, if you're liking this kind of content, do let us know by giving the video a thumbs up. It does help the algorithm, but more importantly, it lets us know that you're enjoying the content, so I will be making more for you. Leave a comment as well. I'd be dead keen to see what you think about the setup. And do click on that subscribe button as well, guys, in case you haven't already done so, and hit that notification bell as well. That way you're not going to miss out on any forthcoming videos, of which we've got 1,000,001 new adventures coming right up. Well, that's it for another Yonder Mountain adventure. Really loved this one. I know I always go north and never go south, but I will be back to the Peak District to do a little bit more exploring, because there's a few other places that I haven't had a chance, simply because I really only had the 1 day, 1 night. So I will be back down to the Peak District for sure. Well, I guess that leaves us with just one thing left to say, and that is forget about the TV and the newspaper and the doom and gloom which is on the news and the radio and Facebook and all of that. It just brings you down. Make sure you get up and get out and soak up some beautiful prescription nature. It makes a world of difference every single time. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Thanks very much for coming along. I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it, and I really hope to see you on next week's Yonder Mountain adventure. There's a whole stack more adventures coming up with new gear, new bits of kit to test and review, new adventures, new road trips, you name it, we've got it all coming right up. Right, guys, see you on the next one. Bye for now.